On the latest virus case numbers, trends, and the vaccination campaign. It is, of course, a 3-day weekend, but they've urged people not to travel to keep the virus from spreading throughout the country. The greater Seoul area is under social distancing level 4, the highest level, and so is the southeastern city of Busan. The rest of the country is at distancing level 3. We'll go to that briefing as soon as it starts, but today South Korea reported another 1,817 new cases of COVID-19, the most ever reported on a Sunday. They're starting the briefing. Let's listen in.
Today's briefing will be provided by Mr. Son Young-rae of the Central Disaster and Safety Countermeasures Headquarters, and we will be providing sign language translation. First, we will hear from Mr. Son Young-rae of the Central Disaster Management Headquarters on the COVID-19 and its countermeasures. I will now start the briefing for August 15th, the National Liberation Day. First of all, I'll update you on the findings for the past week, starting from last Sunday to yesterday, Saturday. On a daily average, there were 1,780 newly confirmed cases. Compared to 1,490 from the previous week, there was a 15% increase. And for the metropolitan area, it is at around 1,070, and this is a 15% increase from around a little over 900 from the previous week. And compared to the previous week, there has been a 25% increase for the non-metropolitan area, especially for the Busan, Gyeongnam area and for the Jeju Island. The wave is quite large and there has been a continuous spread. And for the Gwangju and Gangwon region, we are seeing a stable form at under level 2. And for the reproduction number, it was 1.1, and compared to 0.99, there has been an increase and it is continuing to increase. For those that are critically ill, and the cases of death are also increasing. Last week, there has been 377 cases that were critically ill, and this was an increase from the previous week as well. And for the past week, there have been 32 cases of death, so we are seeing more cases of death. We pay our respect to the deceased, and we also pay our condolences to the family members. However, the fatality rate is decreasing, and the accumulated fatality rate right now is at 0.97. And for the hospital beds and our response, we still have room. However, with the increase in the number of patients, we are running out of room gradually. The government has put an administrative order and is putting out the necessary measures. However, if we see an increase in the speed of the spread that is greater than now, then it could mean that we will face difficulties. And after the holiday, there has been an increase in the number of patients across the entire country. And for the metropolitan area that we saw a decrease in before, we are seeing once again an increase in the number of infections. And for Daejeon, Chungcheong, Busan, Gyeongnam, and Jeju Island, we are seeing the trend continuing. And the Delta variant that has a strong infection power is increasing. And with the holiday and with vacation season, there has been an increase, and it is hard to contain COVID-19. And this week, there is the August 15 National Liberation Day holiday. Therefore, we believe that this could also exacerbate the situation. We will have to monitor the situation. Last week, there has been an approval for the third phase of empirical study for SK Biosciences vaccine, and we believe that it will continue. The development for the Korean vaccination is going well, considering that there is a fierce competition for development of vaccine across the world, and this will be the first step that we will take for the first vaccine in Korea. And the government will also make sure to monitor the situation closely so that we can see a smooth development of the vaccine, and we will also make efforts such as providing incentives. And we hope that our citizens will continue to have interest on our development, and we hope that you will also actively participate in the experiments. Today we talked about the disease control measures for non-approved institutes such as after-school institutes and etc. In these cases, there are a lot of students that are in crowded places as they listen to courses, and therefore it could be vulnerable to infection. Therefore, Ministry of Education from the 7th to 9th has done monitoring for the situations in these institutes. Together with the local governments, PCR testing has been taken for 120,000 people, and through the local government, we have decided to conduct prior vaccination for those people that are working in these areas. And starting at 8 p.m., of those that are between 18 to 49 years old, those whose birthdays end in 5 will be able to reserve their time for vaccination. So right now, a lot of people are reserving for vaccinations. However, those between 18 to 49 years old, there are cases where people have been vaccinated already for the remaining vaccines. And when we were to sum up the number of people who should be vaccinated, around 72% have reserved for vaccination or undergoing vaccination now. Starting on August 19th to September 18th, there can be additional reservations made as well. And we hope that this will be a time point where the reservation rate will increase. So for those of you who are subject to reservation, we ask you to make sure that you get vaccinated for the safety of our society and safety of yourself as well. Right now, we are continuing with the National Liberation Day holiday. However, since we see an increase in the number of patients across the country, we hope that you will stay home, because if we don't stop now, then we won't be able to stop COVID-19. If we move, the speed of virus will move together with us. Therefore, we ask you to refrain from having gatherings or going out, because this will be an effective measure for social distancing. And we want to ask you to cooperate. We want to ask you to practice disease control measures as you have done now, and we express our gratitude to those of you who have done so diligently until now. And as we have done until now, we will have to make efforts to minimize the spread of COVID-19, and we want to thank all the medical personnel and those responsible who have actually made a lot of efforts to support us. Thank you.
지금부터 질의응답 시간을 가지겠습니다. 브리핑은 사회적 거리.
And that'll conclude our coverage of this briefing. Thank you for watching. Arirang News will be back at 6 p.m. Korea time. Bye for now.